last night was the Super Bowl, and it's always hotly contested and highly opinionated about how the halftime show went and who was performing and so on and so forth. Usher was last night's performer, and of course, there are all sorts of varying opinions of like people who didn't like it, other people who did like it or said it was great, and I thought it was fine, thought it was okay, but uh, we typically over the last several years we've had a lot of pop artists, top 40 kinds of people performing on the show, so or on the halftime show, I should say, but. So it prompted me to think about, there are all these people that have all these opinions and everything. And so I posted out there on my Facebook pages and said, well, I sounded old saying it that way. On the face pages, who should perform in next year's Super Bowl halftime show? And there were some responses that I thought, hey, this makes really sense. I kind of expected based on the people who, follow my channel and stuff like that, or like-minded, which I was glad to hear, some of these names, and it would be really cool. Some of them, it may be a little too late for several different reasons to really kind of get a really good show from them. Kind of like, what was it, about 13 years ago, 14 years ago? 14 years ago. Yeah, 14 years ago, The Who played. And I was like, that'll be kind of cool, but it just was disappointing for me because in my mind, I'm thinking The Who, the way they performed back like at Woodstock or in the 70s. And obviously they're not that young anymore. And it didn't really do it for me then. And I was like, man, kind of sad. We all get old. I mean, this beard wasn't always white. Of course, it wasn't always here either. But some of the recommendations or some of the thoughts I'll share with you guys. Led Zeppelin. I mean, I recommended. I was like, when the Super Bowl was here in Indianapolis, I thought, man, how cool would it be? Jim Irsay is a big music fan, a guitar fan and everything, and he's got loads of money. Behind the scenes, was he going, hey, Robert, Jimmy, John Paul, can you guys come and play the halftime show here in Indy? I'll pay whatever extremely insane amount of money for you guys to play. And that was, that was about what, 12 years ago? Anyway, that would have been super cool. But obviously it didn't happen. But it would have been cool. And you think about things now, Robert Plant's way up there in the years and probably can't hit the notes. And then there's the whole thing about Bonzo's not there, but his son is a really fine drummer and has played with them before. But anyway, we that was one of those pie in the sky dreams, which would be really cool to happen, but probably won't. But 3 out of 4 of the guys are still alive and kicking, so I'm holding out for that 0.001958% chance that it could possibly happen. But I would probably again be disappointed like The Who, because they're well enough past their prime, and it just would also make me sad and go, that's too bad. One that was really, some that were very humbling is some of you said me, and I'm like, that's, if I did that, people would go, who's that old guy playing guitar and why is it just him? That's pretty lame. So anyway, but yeah, I really appreciated that sentiment. Somebody said replay Prince's performance. I think he is the GOAT of the halftime show. And it also correlated with the same Same Super Bowl where my Colts won. So that was really pretty cool. But yeah, I don't think there's been a better one before or since. I mean, I liked Aerosmith's halftime show and a few others and stuff. There've been others that have been pretty cool and others that have been I don't know. Like the Rolling Stones. Somebody, several people recommended the Stones, but I'm pretty sure they performed too, and there were some parts of it that was like it was okay. It was but a little disappointing for me because they're old and not quite anyway. And that was more than 10 years ago, I'm sure, that they played. And I just, yeah. But yeah, that'd be a it's a good idea. But Prince was, yes, Prince was the GOAT. He's, in my, from my perspective, he's my favorite halftime show ever so far that I've seen. Now then, somebody else said an AI version of like the best who have passed away. Now that's a different take. An AI version of great artists who have passed away performing for the. It's an interesting thought. Now we're getting into where people are reading my mind. Obviously. I mean, this band is not what they once were, but it would still fill a void for me and a lot of others who, I mean, they've been around for decades. I mean, I'm more of an 80s Metallica guy, but yeah, Metallica. I'm sure they'd play some 80s stuff. They'd play some, more of their modern stuff. And I mean, they got to promote an album or whatever. But yeah, Metallica playing the Super Bowl halftime show. Yes. Yes. Alice Cooper. I got several people saying Alice Cooper. I mean, I was never really an Alice Cooper fan. I tend to always stop on his interviews when I'm flipping through reels and go, and listen to him because he's an interesting guy. 18 is really the only song I really love of his. The rest are like, he's okay, but I love 18. It's a great song. Guns and Roses. Guns and Roses. Come on. For real, Guns and Roses. Yes. Especially, they're back together. I mean, the guys are Guns and Roses for real. Come on. Come on. I mean, they may have to do like a 5-second delay to mute or to beep or something, but and my wife won't like it. My wife won't like most of these that are suggested, but that's okay. My mom hated last night's show too. I'm just like, I thought it was okay. My wife complained through it, most of it. I'm like, it was all right. I mean, but it's top 40, pop stuff. It's not really, again, when he played his hit and Alicia Keys came out, that was kind of cool, but it doesn't, keep me going. Several people said Aerosmith, but Aerosmith's already done it, and it was okay. It was all right. So, Pantera. I'm not a huge Pantera fan, but that would be cool. That would be so cool. Yeah, that would. I mean, I know it's missing some parts, but yeah, Pantera would be cool. I could dig on that. I'd be like, yep, that'd be all right. Walk, yes. I was surprised at this suggestion. Several people said Weird Al, Weird Al Yankovic, and I'm going. I never would have thought, but that'd be an entertaining halftime show, if nothing else. And I know there are people who buy his albums because everybody knows him, right? So that would be kind of interesting. Definitely not my first choice, but it'd be like, that's kind of a different take. Here's the band. They could still probably do it. Yes, it's missing a part. AC/DC. I mean, for real. Boomers, Xers, Millennials, Gen Z. We all like AC/DC. And yeah, when Brian Johnson sings anymore, it's like, nobody knows what he's saying. Doesn't matter. It's AC/DC. They're still going to sound like AC/DC. It's still going to work. Angus is still going to go out there and do his thing, and it's still going to have that hard blues driving. And yeah, it's way overdue for AC/DC to do a halftime show. I mean, for real. I mean, at least can we have a metal band do it? I mean, I've seen all sorts of people say metal band, a metal band, a metal band. Metal just doesn't get its just due, really. It never has, never will. Red-haired stepchild of the music industry is metal. And people don't realize it. That they here's heavy metal. All of it fits in this box or this bowl or jar or whatever it is. And it's not. There's so many different facets to heavy metal. That's another conversation where old man Hunt gets up on his soapbox and goes, I'm going to yell at this clown about the different categories of heavy metal and how it's disrespected. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, AC/DC. Yeah, come on. Yeah, a bunch of people said AC/DC. Chris Stapleton, Luke Combs, and Sturgill Simpson. Give me that. Yeah, I'm a metalhead. I'm a country boy too, and I like rap and hip hop and R&B. All right, and Motown. All right, so I'm weird like that, but that would be pretty cool. I mean, Chris Stapleton. Oh yeah. Luke Combs, Sturgill. I love Sturgill Simpson's first few albums. Just fantastic. Slipknot. I'm not a fan, but I know a lot of people would really dig that. It'd probably be too much for that audience. People would be like, oh my, this is really, really scary. And kids watch this. So, I mean, the internet, it may scare kids and old people. So, probably not gonna, but they said Slipknot was playing a halftime show. I'd be like, that'd be pretty cool. That would be like a complete 180, turn everybody on their ear and scare everybody to death. It'd be great. There are a couple who haven't been mentioned on here yet, and I've been a little surprised. And I mean, I'm gonna have mine. I'm just gonna say it now while I'm thinking of it. You guys didn't say Black Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, for real? There's another guy, 4 generations of fans. I mean, for real. Can you hear the lights go out, the air raid sirens go off, and War Pig starts up? Oh, that would be so cool at a halftime show. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure Ozzy hasn't played a halftime show, but that would be really cool. And I know he's past his prime, and they might have to kind of cart him out there on a dolly and him go, hey, you know. I would love it. Ozzy and Black Sabbath. Come on, folks. You said AC/DC and Zeppelin, but you didn't say Black Sabbath and Ozzy Osbourne. That would be awesome. That would be so cool. Several people said Spinal Tap, and I love it. Spinal Tap and Weird Al. Come on. Give me that all day. That would be a nice, entertaining, and Stonehenge, but make it like, instead of like the really small Stonehenge for the movie, make it way too big, or something. And somebody's got to get like trapped in something, and like the bass player was trapped in that cocoon or whatever. Oh gosh. Something really just outrageous and stupid and funny, I mean, it's Spinal Tap. Come on. Here's an interesting combination. Metallica, Chris Stapleton, and Jelly Roll. You're hitting a lot of stuff there. But then I think, okay, if you're really wanting to hit some stuff, hit a lot of ground. If Chris Stapleton, Metallica or AC/DC, and an R&B pop top 40 kind of an artist or whatever, something like that, or rap or hip hop or whatever. Just not that white guy from Detroit. Not him. Not the white guy from Detroit. Speaking of white guys who rap, Beastie Boys were mentioned, but they're missing a part. One of my favorite parts too. So that'd be kind of cool. And I don't remember, did they do it? Have they done one? I kind of feel like they did one like in the early 2000s or something like that. But I don't remember. I'm just doing this off the cuff, folks. I'm not doing with historical information. This is just a conversation between you, me, and the camera in front of me. But yeah, Beastie Boys, that'd be kind of cool for me. Probably not for my wife or my mom or my kids. But for me as a Gen Xer, oh yeah, you got to fight for your right to party. And yeah, you pull, 2 or 3 songs off of Ill Communication for that too, and I'd be very happy. Yeah. Yeah. Sabotage. Just give me Sabotage. I'll be all right. And have a bunch of 70s guys dressed up as 70s detectives running around. Car chase on the football field. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Jason Aldean. Jason Aldean for a country change of pace. Probably wouldn't happen after the single he put out a year or so ago. But NFL probably wouldn't go for it. But I could see it. It would be nice to have. They had Reba McEntire sing the national anthem, and she's country, but it'd be nice to have a country artist, country pop. I just can't get away from like Chris Stapleton. I love Jamie Johnson too. They probably wouldn't have Jamie Johnson. Maybe a combination of a handful of people. Jamie Johnson, Metallica, and man, I don't know. Fill in the blank. You could throw anyone that you were going to say, oh yeah, that they would already have on their list of being on the show. Dead and Company. I'm not a Deadhead. I'm not a Fish fan, but it'd be a change of pace, and I could be on board with that. I've got a bit of hippie in me, but not like that. It just, Corey Feldman. No. Dolly Parton. Everybody loves Dolly Parton. Come on, man. Dolly. Get Dolly out there with some folks, and everybody loves Dolly Parton. I know she just did the thing, but yeah, Dolly. I love this one. Again, generations of fans. Iron Maiden. Giant Eddie out there. Come on. Another band that doesn't get the respect that they deserve or need or never really have, but we're diehard fans. I am an early Iron Maiden fan. 82 to 86. That's my Maiden right there. Yeah, that's just good stuff. So yeah, Maiden would be great, but it'll never happen. Just would never happen. But could you imagine them wheeling out their show out there with a huge Eddie and lasers and stuff, and that'd be great. That'd be great. It'd just be great. Another one that several people mentioned, and I would love, it's missing a key part too, but all right, Slayer. You got to say it loud. I mean, all caps, exclamation points. Slayer! Yeah, Slayer. The red fog. Fill the stadium with fog, red lights. It's like, if you've been to a Slayer show, you know what I'm talking about, and how it's like, is this all right? Not as scary as Slipknot, but still, it's like a different kind of scary. And yeah, turn out the lights, all red, and Slayer in the fog. Yes, Slayer. It'll never happen, but that would be so cool. It would be so cool. Anyway, wait a minute. Gen X is supposed to be running things now, but we're getting just trampled over. We're just Buckethead. Nobody would watch it. They're like, what's that? It's like having, saying Joe Satriani or something. I mean, even less known than Joe Satriani or Steve Vai, Yngwie Malmsteen. I mean, it just never happened. Kid Rock, I think he's already done one. Alice in Chains, yes. I know it's not Lane Staley. Alice in Chains, yes. Play some of the old stuff. You got to play some of the old stuff. Got to. Alice in Chains, that's a big yes for me. Check, yes. Yeah. I got many people saying Taylor Swift. Okay, there's your obvious. Yeah, Taylor Swift, because, I mean, she's a huge pop star. That's an easy one. For real. Just because, I mean, but they're probably going to try to do that anyway because it's Taylor Swift and she's mega pop star. That's not what we're missing. We're not missing pop stars for the halftime show. What we're missing is what's missing. We're not getting metal, country, old classic rock, Leonard Skinner. Nobody mentioned Leonard Skinner. That's interesting. Well, they did play the one of the New Year's Eve shows, and pretty good. Sounded good. I mean, but they're a bunch of old white guys, you know. I guess that doesn't fit. So, all right. Another band that's missing a key part, but I don't think they've done it before. The Foo Fighters. Give me the Foo Fighters. Oh, goodness, that would be a great show. Great halftime show. The Foo Fighters. Maybe they did it before. I don't remember. Again, I'm not going back into history and saying, oh, yeah, these guys. The Foo Fighters would be a great, I mean, oh, come on. Even pair them up with somebody. You know, what would be really cool? If you're talking about juxtaposition and pairing people up, this is a perfect match. And they've done it before. Anthrax and Public Enemy. Come on. How many Gen Xers would love to see Anthrax and Public Enemy again? That would be great. Yeah, boy, come on. Yes. Give me Public Enemy and Anthrax doing their own stuff and then together stuff. Oh, that'd be great. I'm not going to say anything more about that. I think I should drop the mic with that one. Really, I don't know. Maybe you guys are going, you're an idiot, Lauren, but I'm the one talking here. You can comment all you want in the comment section. I'll leave the comments on and just go for it. Tear me up. I can live with it. I like this combination. It's a combination of one band I've already mentioned, but Def Leppard and AC/DC. And I think that Def Leppard opened for AC/DC for a portion, like one of some of their early tours before Pyromania, and they were huge. Or maybe it was on their Pyromania. Maybe they were opening for it. Anyway, I don't know, but that'd be a cool one. That'd be kind of cool. I mean, Def Leppard, that'd be pretty cool. I'm not sure if Joe Elliott can still hit those notes or whatever, but that'd be kind of cool. I love the early Def Leppard stuff. Yeah, up through 83. Yep, it's good stuff. MC Hammer and the Beastie Boys. I could go for that. I could definitely go for that. MC Hammer and the Beastie Boys. Yeah, I know their parts. That's a good combination. I could live with that. Yeah, that'd be all right. Five Finger Death Punch. Be pretty decent for your metal folks. I'm not a big fan. I've listened to them. I'm like, that's pretty cool, but it just didn't hit with me. Not the way that Alter Bridge did. Alter Bridge would be really cool, but they're just not big enough. I just don't think they're big enough to be put on that stage. I love Alter Bridge, though. They're so great. I could just... I could just... Oh, yeah. They can make you rock and then make you cry. Very next song, and then make you rock again. They could do that all at the halftime show, and then you're like, people come back and the second half comes out, and you're like, I don't know if I could take the second half. I've just rocked my head off and cried. Some of these I just don't know. Like Willie Walker Jr., I don't even know who that is. Greta Van Fleet, that's a big no for me. Sorry, no. No Greta Van Fleet. It just doesn't, I just can't do it. Here's a band that's missing some key parts. The Eagles, that'd be pretty cool, but Don Felder is not with him. Glenn Fry is no longer with them. I think they missed the boat on that. The Eagles, unless they've already done it, that would have been a great one. Pearl Jam? I think a lot of people would dig seeing Pearl Jam play. I mean, you can play some old stuff. I really only like 10 and a few things outside of 10, some singles. Oh, the things they did on the single soundtrack, great stuff. But, you know, a band that I don't want to ever, ever, ever see in the halftime show, and maybe they've already done it, and nobody mentioned them on here, which I'm glad. But Dave Matthews Band, no, I'll pass. I won't even say to watch it. I don't care. I'll go get a snack or whatever. No. I mean, I'll watch Usher. Yeah, heck yeah, I'll watch Usher. Not Dave Matthews. Sorry, I know I've offended like 400 million people in the world for that comment, and my best friend's a big Dave Matthews fan and he thinks I'm wrong. I'm not. I'm just not. Oh, this would be cool if Judas Priest was paired up with somebody, that'd be cool. I'm pretty sure Rob Halford still has the pipes to pull it off. Yeah, that'd be cool. Judas Priest. Should have done it years and years ago. But yeah, Judas Priest. And somebody else, balance it. Try to, I know it's insane to try to get that balancing act. Jack Black and Tenacious D. Again, they'd have to have that little 5-second delay to mute to bleep. Tenacious D. I think this would go in with Weird Al, Spinal Tap, Steel Panther. Yeah, I could see that. That would be a fun halftime show, and a lot of people would be going, what's going on here? Well, if you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. I get it. I'm not going to mention all of them here because some of it's just like, yeah, respected, but not halftime, not Super Bowl halftime material. Not to get you all amped up for the second half. Disturbed, Breaking Benjamin. I could see it. Maybe pair it up with the right bands or acts. They missed the boat on this unless they've already done it, and I don't think they have. ZZ Top. Again, missing a key component. The ZZ Top. Come on. Okay. Super Bowl is in Chicago. We'll just leave it at that. Or somewhere in Texas. Bon Jovi, I could see it, but I think his voice is gone. Just like Motley Crue would be really cool, but they missed the boat on that. Vince Neil's we've all seen the videos. We've all seen it. Kickstart My Heart, when it's like, it's sad. These things make me sad whenever I see these guys, I grew up watching and going, and they're not there anymore. Here's the one. Guy I grew up with, I want to say kid I grew up with, but we're in our 50s, so we're not kids anymore. But he was a kid when I knew him. I hung out with him the most, and we run our bikes around the neighborhood and played basketball and got in fights and stuff. Chad said, who would want to be the one making that decision? Man, bringing together today's fans, including older fans, and asking new fans to watch. I sure wouldn't want the job of finding Super Bowl halftime shows. I think they usually do a decent job, and I don't envy them. And I don't envy them either. Great point. you're not gonna. I mean, even the ones that I'm mentioning here, there's like no, it's not gonna please everybody. But this is about me and my audience, so it's like we're only the only ones invited to watch the Super Bowl halftime show. It doesn't work that way, I know. I mean, if there's one out of, and I'm not surprised based on the folks who pay attention to the stuff that I put out, that, you know, Metallica was number one, followed closely by AC/DC, and then a smattering of several others that I'm like, yes, very cool. But I'm not surprised that Metallica and AC/DC are like the top two. Ooh, one of my guys on Facebook said Sinatra, an AI Sinatra. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool. And or you could have a theme of like superstars Quincy Jones worked with. It could just go. I mean, for yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like Quincy Jones choosing people he like, starting with Sinatra and Ray Charles, and I guess they'd have to be dead. I don't know. That'd be cool. Huh. I think Ray Charles, I know he's done like national anthems and stuff before, like America the Beautiful, and I don't think he did a halftime show. Man, that would have been so cool. Maybe he did. I don't know. You gotta love Ray Charles, right? You gotta love Ray Charles. Kind of like Ray Charles better than Sinatra, honestly. I kind of do. Band that wasn't mentioned, Pink Floyd. I don't think Pink Floyd has done a halftime show. Another band that transcends several generations. I mean, my daughters are Gen Z. I mean, they're, at the time of publication, they're early teenagers, junior high and high school. They like Pink Floyd. Yep. Dark Side of the Moon and Wish You Were Here. There was a while there, I'd get in the car and say, what do you want to hear? And it's Wish You Were Here. And of course, we get to our destination before the first song was done. But you can argue all you want with me on the comments, or the people who have already commented on my Facebook stuff, but I mean, that's where I posted it. You can offer up your suggestions that will never go anywhere, but it's a thought. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to this old man Hunt ramble on about who could be the halftime show. I mean, these are all good suggestions. I'd be on board with a lot of them, as I said. I may think of some others to add here, but yeah, Pink Floyd is the one that I just, Foo Fighters, that would be so cool. Yeah, I don't know. Of course, I'm 52 years old. Their target audience is not me. Oh well. Have a great day, evening, morning, whatever it is, whatever time of day it is you're watching this. Hey, like and subscribe, follow, share with your friends. Later.